say, wow, the holidays are coming to an end. New Year's is coming around the corner. And I want to do a video that was kind of like, something to do with what's going to happen in 2021. And so people kind of wanted to know what's going to happen with President Biden. And I'm like, that's interesting, because I've been wondering, what is he doing? I guess I got so used to something always happening and having to check the news and Twitter on an ongoing basis to all of a sudden it's just like, am I the only one feeling this way? I don't know. I'm worn out with this whole, the quarantining and being all sorts of, we just want to have some kind of normalcy in my life. And I'm like, what is this new normalcy that I have to get used to? And I'm sure, I'm not the only one struggling with this. It's been emotionally and physically put a toll on so many people. And it's like, you want to celebrate New Year's Eve with friends and family. And at the same time, you realize that there is a new variant of COVID out there and you need to be careful. So I do hope all of you are being safe and careful these holidays. I know I'm doing my best. It's not easy. And let's see here. Now, I did the poll, folks. I did it. It's over the weekend to see what readings to do. And President Biden had been winning. And then out of the blue, baby Gabriel showed up, started beating him. So I'm going to do baby Gabriel. I promise you all. But because when I saw Biden in the lead, I had prepared and did a little research, But what we do know is President Biden is our 46th U.S. president. He was also vice president under Barack Obama, and he was the 47th vice president. And he had a very long political career. He suffered a lot of loss. His first wife and a daughter, and recently a son, to cancer. He's been through it, and he just keeps going. And I'm wondering, he's 79 years old. What do we have coming in 2022? He has made a lot of promises, and not many have been seen through. And I feel like sometimes there's this hesitancy the Democrat Party has to actually be active when they have the power to do so. So they're just like, what do we do? They're like a deer in headlights, I guess. So yeah. Now please, I'm going to ask people, do not go into these comments down below and start getting into heated political arguments. I don't want any of that. I want to be bipartisan here, folks. Can we? Well, not really, but we'll try, right? We all have very strong beliefs when it comes to politics and religion and family. And when we hit these topics, it is of a sensitive nature. So I'm going to ask everyone to just kind of sit back and think before you start keyboard typing. I have no idea what's going to happen in this reading. I have zero. But if you'd like to learn a little bit more about President Biden and his political career, plus of promises that he has made, his campaign promises, go over a little bit of those, then stick around. Now, if you just want to jump right on ahead, dive in to the tarot reading, I had those chapter links right down below for you. So just click and you can jump on ahead. All right, here we go. Thank you for sticking around, my friends. I'm always glad that some people stick around and you start commenting about some of the stuff we discussed. So we're going to talk about President Joe Biden, our 46th president of the 46th president of the United States of America. Now, Joseph Robinette Biden Jr. was born in Scranton, Pennsylvania, and he is the first of 4 children. His parents are Catherine Eugenia Finnegan Biden and Joseph Robinette Biden Sr. Now, in 1953, the Biden family moved to Claremont, Delaware. And President Biden graduated from the University of Delaware and Syracuse Law School. Law school's no joke, folks. I was married. My wife and I were newlyweds, and she was in law school, and if you survive that, I have so much respect. Anyway, now he did serve on the Newcastle County Council. Now, at the age of 29, now this is back, way back when, he became one of the youngest people ever elected to the United States Senate. Now we know that has, we have AOC kicking ass and doing her thing, and she's came one of the youngest now. But he was originally one of the youngest people ever elected to the United States Senate. Now, just weeks after his Senate election, and he wins this election, there's a tragedy. His family, they were in an auto accident. Now, his wife Nelia and daughter Naomi were killed in this auto accident, and his two sons Hunter and Beau were critically injured. In fact, when Biden was sworn into the U.S. Senate, he was at his son's hospital bedsides. And he would commute from Wilmington to Washington every day. First he did it by car, and then he did a train. But he did this in order to be with his family during this really difficult time. And I have heard Biden talk about in his interviews how he did commute and go back and forth. And that's a lot, That had been a lot for him and his family. And still, here he is, made it to a U.S. Senate. Now, in 1977, Biden marries Jill Jacobs. And in 1980, they have a daughter, Ashley Blazer Biden. Now, Jill, she has earned her doctorate in education. She is an educator. She has returned to teaching as an English professor for a while at the community college in Virginia. She's brilliant, so it's Dr. Jill Biden. You should always remember she does have that doctorate. Now, Beau Biden, Attorney General of Delaware, who was Joe Biden's eldest son, passed away in 2015 after battling brain cancer and that fight did inspire President Biden to really put forth a lot of work towards wanting to end cancer as we know it now. It also was just before, he was going to say, hey, I'm going to run for president, and would have ran against Trump, I suppose, back then. But he stepped down. He was grieving. He had lost his son. And having, I think he knew, because of his experience with losing family already and trying to, starting something new, his heart he couldn't be in it. So, now, we're going to get into, this is where he has become president, and he had made, quite a few campaign promises, things he said he'd get done. We were going to get COVID under control. We're on there was the Delta variant, and now it's the Omicron variant. Yeah, that's going well. And I can't necessarily say that that's all his fault. It's us. It's the politicians in the local areas and what kind of message they're giving and leadership role are they portraying. Like, if they were actively saying, being cautious and behaving that way and not saying, hey, don't tread on me. No, put your mask on, folks. It's not you're treading on me. You're making us all live miserable. I'll just calm down. Oh. But as promises kept, let's see here. Um, 13 of them have actually he's kept. All right, Joe. He resumed ties with the Palestinian Authority. He increased COVID-19 testing. He used the Defense Production Act to produce personal protective equipment to help fight the pandemic, which we all needed. We did rejoin the Paris Climate Agreement. He did create a bipartisan commission to consider reforms to the Supreme Court, which I really need. Really do. 100 million COVID-19 vaccine shots for 50 million people in 100 days. He got that done. So, well, we listened and did it. That was smart, right? Give small businesses a restart package for pandemic-related openings. He did help state and local governments prevent budget shortfalls, reverse family separation policies. He ended all that. Oh my gosh. Ooh. He did reverse the transgender military ban. Thank you. That is something I am very happy about. I am. My wife is transgender. I am definitely kind of a non-binary, gender fluid. I just, support my transgender siblings here, We did rejoin the World Health Organization. That was a no-brainer to do. And they immediately rescind the Muslim bans. Thank you. Oh, please. That was so racist. Am I alone in that? Okay. Now, and he did restore the White House Directorate for Global Health Security. So he has, those are the latest things that he has actually fulfilled. Now, he did compromise on a few things. A bipartisan cooperation on the economy, despite widespread GOP opposition. Biden did find bipartisan backing for an infrastructure bill. And that was just a few days ago. And he did implement mask mandates nationwide. Now, some of the states did drop these mandates, but they're out there. There's a little compromise. Now they're saying 0 promises have been broken. So at least he hasn't done anything against what he said he was going to do, I guess. There are 16 promises that are being stalled. His support to study the reparations for slavery, restrict super PACs, require all federal candidates to release tax returns, increase transparency of election spending, make 2 years of community college or high-quality training program tuition-free. Hello, no-brainer there if you ask me. We want people to be educated and being able to succeed and do great things. Do good things, at least, provide that education. Make public colleges and universities tuition free for families who make less than $125,000. I think that's fair. I do. I really do. Now, guarantees 7 days of paid sick leave. Now, how many people you get sick and you lose your job because they're like, you've been sick too much. And they take where I am in Idaho, if your vacation time is the same as your sick leave time. So if you take time off to be sick, you lose your vacation. No, that's got to stop. Insensitized states to restore voting rights to convicted felons. Ban the manufacture and sale of assault weapons and high-capacity magazines. Offer a public option health plan like Medicare. Work to codify Roe versus Wade. Increase the federal minimum wage to $15 an hour. Amen. We need an increase, and I'm really hoping they can get this done. They tried, and it's just like now we can see eye to eye. Now, join allies to negotiate with North Korea on denuclearization. Update the Voting Rights Act. restore Cuba engagement, and use a national commission to address policing issues. Now, these are things that are just completely stalled. He's been trying to get it done. It's just like, nah, nah. Now, in the works, there's like 41 promises, and I'm not going to go through these all. But basically, we're looking at what he has in the works. Let's see if it actually comes to fruition. Is make union organizing easier for workers, raise corporate tax rate to 28%, put Social Security on a path to long-run solvency, expand and increase Social Security benefits, repeal Hyde Amendment, offer up to $8,000 tax credit for child care. That, man, when my kids needed child care, I could have used that. Repeal law barring Medicaid from negotiating lower drug prices. Guarantee 12 weeks paid family and medical leave. People, this needs to happen. Instead we have to buy insurance to have this guarantee of some paid time off, short-term disability, long-term we know. Not, you have to pay for that. So you can, get COVID-19 under control. Yeah, that's something he's hoping for. End wars in Afghanistan and the Middle East. Wouldn't that be nice? Provide Section 8 vouchers to low-income families to cap housing costs at 30% of income. That needs to happen. Because, it's too expensive to live in most places. And it blows my mind. When I see what my house would be worth in another state, it's like mind-blowing. I'm like, you couldn't afford to live in a nice home like this. Paying millions of dollars. Heck, no, not here in Idaho. Thank you. No, don't all come moving here. Go away. Give disadvantaged communities 40% of spending benefits related to clean energy. He's got so many. He wants to lower the cost of prescription drugs, allow import of prescription drugs from other countries. Yes. Eliminate the federal death penalty. That is a personal favorite of mine, especially with the news that has come out where we have had men and women killed under the death penalty who were innocent. No more. We can't take these chances. That's how I feel. Sorry, I'm going off on my political thing. I'll be just... rejoin the Iran nuclear deal. There's a bunch of stuff. He wants to reauthorize the Violence Against Women Act, establish an offshoring tax penalty, and end pay discrimination. There's a lot, he wants to get done. He also wants to expand broadband or wireless broadband via 5G to every American. And, when I find out people, they don't have as nice, and where I'm located in Idaho, Boise, the foothills, it's like I'm in a pocket where we don't get regular signal. So, yeah, I have these giant, the monster routers. Right now I'm using the Orbi to try and get a signal, and even to make phone calls, I have to use Wi-Fi and pray that it's working well. Yeah, good times, folks. So, there's a lot of stuff going on, and then there's stuff about people are concerned about Biden's health. I mean, he's 79 years old. That's a lot. I'm 49, okay? I'm 49, and I'm like, wow, 30 more years? Whew, yeah. Anyway, we're kind of getting off topic here. But, we got a little idea of what we were told to expect. Some we have seen, and others is just like in limbo land. And let's see what we're going to find in this reading, okay? So, if you want to join me, let's go. Welcome back. Now we're going to dive in, and we're going to get into the reading now, okay? So, yeah, just remember that this is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Please let's not get into any kind of political battles. I know I am feisty when it comes to politics. I'm trying to be a low key myself, and I'm not succeeding too well, huh? But yeah. See here, come on, Biden. You've been slacking in my eyes. Ask me, but we'll see. Jill's coming to mind. All right, we have the Two of Wands. And you see the Two of Wands. This is like, and when it's reversed, it's like, if it was upside, it's like, oh, looking and seeing all, making decisions, things are going well, but I'm gonna move on. This is not. This is bad planning here, folks. This is like a fear of change and playing it safe. And I think that's what Biden's been doing. He's been playing it safe. I think him and even Pelosi are playing it safe. And let's see how that's going to go. We have the Three of Cups. Okay. I need another card with that, that's for sure. So and the Fool. Okay. There's just a lot of holding back. Not being a team player, not willing to work well with others, just afraid to move forward, afraid to do stuff. I can't argue with that. Wow. Let's see here. Oh, I'm using the Modern Witch Tarot, in case you're wondering which deck. This was one of my favorites. Okay, we got Judgment, reverse. A lot of reversals here. It's not like and the Sun. Reversed. Okay. Let's get a third card. This is all very depressing, folks. This is so depressing for once. There is so much insecurity in the political world right now, and everyone's afraid to move. And President Biden, it's like questioning, it's like he knows what he would like to get done, but there's a fear of coming across like he's doing too much. But it's almost coming like he's not doing enough, and he could do more. He doesn't have faith in himself, and here he doesn't have the support. He feels like he's alone. He feels all alone, no support to get things done. It's like, I thought I was going to have the support from members of the Democrat Party and maybe even the Republican Party, and we could work together and come up with something. But it's just so many obstacles keep hitting. And feeling held back. And this is carrying into 2022. Now we have the Hierophant. That's an interesting one. Okay. Okay. This card just leaped out. The Eight of Swords. So, can you all see these just fine? I hope so. Let me try and up. Here we go. Is that a little better? So we'll try. I got the Hierophant, the Eight of Swords reversed. Well, that one is okay at reverse if you ask me, because upright, you're bound, you're trapped. But he's got to seek. This is where he's lost faith. He's lost his faith, and that was what was driving him and gave him confidence, and he's missing that now. He needs to change his perspective. Because he's been limiting himself. He doesn't realize that the reason why stuff isn't happening isn't because of others. It's him. He needs to regain his faith again and confidence. Yeah. Because here's the Five of Pentacles. And this is a hoarding. This is holding back. This is being wary of trusting others. Yeah, there's been a betrayal. And I think that crushed him. And I also think with the loss of his son to cancer, that he's scared of losing more. All right, we have the Seven of Pentacles here. I think with his regaining faith, this is a spiritual journey he's on. He is going to get back what he gets, what he's investing in, what he puts in to, it will happen. He just has to take the steps to do it and not tiptoe around things. Tiptoe through the tulips. Sorry, this is the double. Biden, has he had any? I can't remember. Most politicians have had like some kind of addiction issues, whether it be sex, alcohol, drugs. There's something. But what I'm saying, this double card, this is what he fears. He really does. Because once again, this is all, he's bound himself. He could walk away and be free and do these things that he wants done, but he has lost his faith and he's not willing. Yeah, let's see if it's gonna get, can you give me the better cards here? Okay, now here is Six of Cups. This is always usually dealing with family and memories. I think he has been holding on to a lot of nostalgia and sentimental and feeling lost because things aren't as what he had hoped. He's trying to regain So it could be the Knight of Swords. Now, this is him kicking, this is... There's going to be someone who's going to help him. Okay? And they are fast thinking, they are quick on their feet, and they can drive. It's like they're going to motivate Biden. Someone is going to become this like cheerleader motivator to be like, hey, remember, you're motherfucking Joe Biden. Get out there and kick some ass. And here's the Temperance. Temperance hasn't been much of a problem for him because he's been so worried of being afraid to do anything. Now, he has to be careful because he needs to get realigned and balanced, because it's like he has fallen down so into a depression of hopelessness and thinking he's alone. This person's going to be helping him, become more self-aware. Now the Knight of Wands. And this one's reversed. Okay. Now. Oh, wow. These are two different people here. And this is why there's an imbalance between who are working with Biden. It's like motivating. One whom this person is just very impulsive, reckless, quick to anger, hot-tempered. Well, we have someone here who is driven and ambitious and quick to think, can jump and get cover things. And there is going to be this between these two people creating such an imbalance. It's going to make it harder on Biden, I think, to get more stuff done. I want to see something here. Whoa! This many cards fell. I've had someone go to joke. Post, you need to learn how to shuffle. Okay. Some of the weirdest comments I get. Okay. We have the Six of Pentacles. And excuse me, I need some coffee. Thank you. Back to the Two of Wands. And then the Emperor. Okay. Now, just often something like this, when we're dealing with I'm trying to get into with this where he's not taking care of himself. He's going to continue playing it safe. I would hope he doesn't. It just... Oh... At first I thought this was Biden, but I think that's somebody else stepping up. What is going on? The Five of Cups. He is really grieving, folks. His heart is really, and I think it's affecting him knowing this, all the American people we have lost, all the people in the world we've lost to COVID. I think that just adds to his grieving. He is a man who's lost family, and I don't think he's gotten over losing Bo yet. And I don't blame him at all. Yeah, he's still hooked back on these memories and grieving, and it's holding him back. That breaks my heart, because when you're struggling like that, it's hard. When you're grieving, yeah, and the Eight of Swords came right back, upside down again. So right now, his judgment's been clouded because of all the grief. Hopefully, his heart can heal. I think he needs to restore his faith. Is he Catholic? He needs to get on his knees and pray. I really just, and allow the pain, because I'm just like want to cry. This heavy burden of the loss, just let it out. He's been holding it in, trying to be like, I'm fine, I'm the president, I can't show weakness. No, he needs to just, he doesn't need to be strong for others. If he's not strong for himself, he needs to be vulnerable so he can be strong. So much pain, Okay, I'm going to try a new deck. My wife got me some new Lenormand decks. Actually, since the one that I had ordered never arrived. Oh, this is the tiny one. This has got little baby cards, so hopefully you'll be able to see the pictures. Let's see here. Oh, dear Biden. Okay. Now that's a clover. Number 6 of the 6 of diamonds, which is a clover, which is a 2 in the deck. So, what kind of luck he's going to have? It depends on what cards come up around this card. Let's see here. Oh, okay. The Gentleman. 28. Now, and that is the Ace of Hearts. Trying to so this represents Biden himself, the figure, an authority figure, figurehead. So and there's a child. There's a person younger than him by his side. He needs to get some perspective from her. He really does. He needs that childlike joy restored. He's missing all that. The Here's the book, which is card 26 is a 10 of diamonds. Now, oh, now we're getting juicy, folks. This is all about secrets. There's some secrets, some privacy, and I think it's going to be coming out. And here's the lady. What? And the cross. Sacrifices. That's... just suffering. A woman of power has secrets. Oh, this doesn't look good. I feel like I've opened a cloud of worms. Yeah, the clouds over it. This is all just, it's all cloudy. It's all covered up. There's a cover up. I really see our vice president needing to step up. I think there's going to be a... yeah, see, here's... I was like, if I see this card, the letter, come up after I saw the diary in the clouds, that means there's correspondence. There is... you say emails? Maybe emails. Here's a tweet. It could be something that involves two people of power here and a child sacrificing, not a child sacrifice, I should say, suffering, someone suffering because of what's taking place. Oh God. And then we're at the crossroads. Oh, yeah. There is something, someone's holding on to something, and they're not decided yet if they're going to whip out this, wild card or not. And I am curious. Here's the ship. Oh boy. Now, there hasn't been any traveling abroad, but there's something. And when I see the birds and the ship, oh gosh. This is so, this is gossip. This is like, and putting that over all this right here, there's something going on between two people. I don't know if it's necessarily Biden. Originally, I thought this was Biden, but I am getting a very different feel of this. Somebody around him screwing around, and a woman is the key. She has it. She's abroad. I have a feeling she's traveled good away. Maybe I am really kind of weirded out because it's almost like there's a child out of wedlock I'm seeing, or child in secret. And it coming out and it having to do with stuff abroad. This is scandalous. If it is Biden, it just doesn't sit right that it's Biden directly. Maybe it's Hunter. Yeah, I'm pulling these 4 cards. Here's a star. That, okay. That, yeah, there's, this is clarify what we just read. So, this, I am seeing, maybe, with the secrets revealed, it's going to cause more of, I think it would lighten a burden and give hope, because with the star and the 10 of Wands reverse, you know, the 10 of Wands, normally it's like you're taking on more burden, but this is, refusing to get help, refusing to delegate, wanting to do everything on their own. That's part of the reason that's holding things back. There's this, inner turmoil fight. Yeah, and then we have the 6 of Pentacles comes back at us here again. This time I'm seeing, this is a very one-sided charity. It's like I'm giving more than what we're getting. I'm giving more than what I'm getting. And I think that has a lot to do with Biden, not taking the initiative and not having enough faith to just be like, I want to see this happen and really push for it. It's like he's pulling himself back. He's pulled himself back. Because somebody has something over him. And he doesn't want it to come out over him or his family. Yeah, family. I just pulled up the family card. Something's going to come to light about the family. And it's because of this burden. He's really, the grieving of his family. Pull up the death card. Holy shit. Oh, I think, yeah, he's, oh, no. I don't see this as a new beginning. I see this meaning death. This is real death. There's going to be a death. And this Knight of Cups, I don't think, it's a mental thing I'm seeing here. This fading of the mind. Covering that up. Fear, loneliness, scared. I am worried about Biden and his family, because I don't see suffering ending anytime soon. And I see that there's like people holding stuff over him. Yeah, see, I pull out the 9 of Pentacles. As I'm talking, these cards just keep coming. This is about hustle. Investing somewhere where they should have. Someone in the family. The 8 of Cups. Over death. I see him leaving. I wonder if he's going to leave the presidency. or step down, you know. Not a fear of impeachment, it's more of his health, mental work, you know. He might be like, this is too much, and step down, which would be crazy. But I just see him walking away. Yeah. And here comes the magician. That gives me some hope. Biden's going to be becoming self-aware and make some pretty tough decisions this coming new year. In order for things to manifest and happen, I'm seeing him needing to change his perspective, step back in some areas, step forward. There's going to be change. But there's been such a fear of change. That's why there's so much nostalgia, wanting to hold on to how things were in the past. And it's hard to let go. And I get that. Well, folks, I think I've done enough on this reading. I don't think we're really going to learn more. Yeah. I just saw this card and I'm thinking of our Vice President Harris. And I see we're going to see more of her this coming year. I think she's been stifled and held back. And that's not, it's not going to continue. It's not going to continue. She's not going to let it happen. And I see that. She's going to be manifesting things to happen. I see that. All right, folks. That was interesting. You know, we got a little bit of juiciness. Got a lot of sadness. I do hope you enjoyed this reading. I'd like to hear your thoughts on these things and what you think of what could be happening in this coming year, or 2022. Gosh, you know, I'm just like, I turned 50 next year. It's hard for me to believe. When I stop and I start looking back and I'm talking to my kids about things that I grew up in, you know, we didn't have a lot of what y'all have now. And I'm so glad that my kids have access to technology and to better medicine and so much, you know. I'm happy. Okay. Hey, I probably won't see you until 2022 because I have to go to the dentist tomorrow to fix a crown here and a crown here. And then later next year, around March, I think I go back and get a bunch of surgical stuff done back here for implants and crowns. Good times. But my mouth is healing a lot better. I still have this, this one tooth is bothering me. Wait, it sticks out. I don't know. My gosh, I'm getting a little... This morning, 16 degrees outside. Motherfucker, 16 fucking degrees. And my cat's like, can you let me out? No. 16 Fahrenheit. Yeah, the snow is frozen, solid on the ground, you know. You don't, it's not like, ooh, fluffy snow. No, it's... Anybody know what that's like? Yeah. I'm from Southern California, so moving up here to Boise, Idaho was like... Shaka. That's for sure. All right, we're just rambling now. You know how it is. I ramble. I love you guys. Please hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, comment, share this video. I love you all. And please be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. I'll see you next time. Bye.